first opened back in 2002. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as it gets set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
First and 10, it's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 11. Taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin puts it in, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 41. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 33. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got his target. That's more. And he is going to have the Panthers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now Wentz on the bootleg, rolling to his right. His pass caught at the 4. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no
Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at a 4th down and 2.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun. Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Jackson on the tackle.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
The 25-yard line.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. And now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Taken in at the 3. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Jerry Davis on the tackle.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up third down.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. McCaffrey. Brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 17, but it brings up third down.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
First down, Panthers.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Quick hitter here is complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Third down.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Wentz. And that is incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on a fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
But I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Flushed out right and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And this carries into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
This is McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. Had to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On second down, McCaffrey. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. They run the counter. It's Cannon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Gain on the play. It's now fourth down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. for it. It's Wentz. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. And he'll go down. Brought down the 20-yard line.
Third and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will be taken down, and a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Panthers 9.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And look at this. They get the turnover they need. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Panthers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. McCaffrey following the penalty. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Brings up.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 19-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Carolina.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Samuel. Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look, and this touchdown will count. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They go with McCaffrey. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
17. Lions 14. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. to throw again. And a quick throw here that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
They can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Wentz to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back to throw. Finding room at the 30. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big 3rd down play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Lions, they pick up their 2nd win now on the year. And
if you, it makes you fast, and also you can skip